lot in terms of their academic and professional careers. I'm inspired by that, and I take a look at what I can sacrifice and what I can do to advocate for Palestinians and to advocate for a better approach to alleviate this crisis.
And Lily, what is it that you would like to see the Biden administration do when it comes to Israel and its war in Gaza? And do you recognize that there has already been some pushback against Benjamin Netanyahu, but clearly you don't think that's
No, I don't. I don't think that the administration is using all of the leverage at its disposal to bring about an immediate and permanent ceasefire and a change in the status quo of apartheid and occupation that got us to this place of this cycle of violence that harms Palestinians and ultimately also harms Israelis. Um, I think the ceasefire deal that is on the table is a good first step. But if the president is serious about a ceasefire, then he also needs to stop the flow of offensive weapons to Israel. He can't say that he's serious about peace and then continue giving Israel the weapons that multiple outlets, including CNN, have confirmed, have been used to massacre innocent civilians, people in displaced persons camps, who've been displaced from their homes in other parts of Gaza and who are now in Rafah in these horrible conditions. So I think the first thing is to stop the flow of offensive weapons to Israel, use all of the leverage that the U.S. has to push for an immediate and permanent ceasefire and hostage exchange. And then some of the things that we articulated in this letter include, changing U.S. policy to include support for of the self-determination of Palestinian people and an end to military settlement and expansion in the West Bank. Expansion of humanitarian aid and committing funds to rebuilding Gaza. I think that's a moral obligation of the United States after supplying the weapons that's been used to destroy Gaza. We want stronger oversight, accountability mechanisms within the executive branch, and here at home, as Mariam mentioned, there have been hate crimes against Palestinians. There has been police brutality directed at student protesters. We want there to be, a real focus on freedom of speech and assembly for people who are exercising their First Amendment rights, and protesting the U.S. involvement in Israel's war crimes.
Lily Greenberg Hall and
I'm going to make an automatic person with all my photos. I want to make a video stuff. Limited I want to make a machine that can use all my dreams.
when you believe nothing is impossible, you see no engineering solutions to the business world in Oscar. In the hub, west, respect, CNN Arabic, earthly place, find factors, history stories, politics, business, culture, real life. As the pace of change moves faster, we ask simple two questions. What is true? This is CNN Arabic. This election season, stay with CNN with more reporters on the ground and the best political team in the business. Follow the voters, follow the results, follow
across Africa are reshaping business, creating opportunities like never before. All new Connecting Africa. Follow the network of deals, smart conversations, and people transforming business to bring the continent together.
This month, Connecting Africa through aviation.
More expensive to learn the major African airports than in Europe. Connecting Africa, only on CNN, in association with Afrexim Bank. July 4th on CNN, the UK heads to the polls, a crucial election. CNN covers all the angles. Who will win the keys to number 10? The race to run the UK. Follow CNN for all the results tonight.
Welcome back, everyone. Researchers are hoping a bold new strategy could help fight poaching in Africa. They're injecting radioactive material into rhino hair. Now, this will be picked up by radiation detectors already in place at national borders. If it proves successful, it could help save other animal species from the black market. CNN's Linda Kincaid.
South African researchers are preparing to try something new to save rhinos from poaching. At a rhino orphanage in the Waterberg area of South Africa, vets and nuclear experts come together, tranquilizing the animal first, then drilling a hole in its horn to inject radioactive material.
Two highly level radioactive chips. So the idea is to be valid the right for the oxygen user. Track the borders.
The concept is to prevent these animals from being poached for their horns, which are in high demand in Asia, and they use computer medicine to work their way to gold. Radiation detectives at national borders and airports will be able to detect the horns and help apprehend poachers and traffickers. 20 rhinos are being given the injection as part of a research project. These scientists say it won't harm them.
The dosage is at a very low level, low enough that it will not impact on the animal itself in any negative way.
But it will make the horn itself useless for about 5 years.
It's not consumable by human beings, essentially poisonous for human consumption or whatever, and leads people use this form.